December 2019. So, talking about sports figures from history got me thinking, well, in addition to famous athletes that were famous for 4 years, or maybe 2 years, or even 10 minutes, and then promptly got memory hold as far as most people are concerned, how about other figures that are known for one thing and one thing only? Like Mark Zuckerberg, that's actually a fake person and has nothing to do with the creation of Facebook, probably. He's just a figurehead. People joke he's not human, that he's a robot. That's probably true. Elon Musk is not a real person. Look up a program called Face to Face. It comes in a few different tiers, and it's a real-time face mapping program that is usually demonstrated with some common person speaking into a cam and microphone, and then having an image of a recent president imposed on a screen to lip sync. Basically, just look up Face to Face. And chefs on TV, just all of the famous authors, artists, people with jobs that are famous, athletes. You're gonna notice something. They're very one-dimensional. They have this gimmick. One famous sports figure was some angry tennis guy. He was famous for a few years and now nobody talks about him anymore. He played tennis and got angry. That was his shtick. It was a fake person and he had a gimmick. He's just a real-life cartoon character. Maybe not real life. A live-action cartoon character. How about that? And same with athletes. I think his name is Michael Phelps, the dolphin guy. Well, he was still famous. People had a theory about him that he was some genetic experiment splicing human and dolphin DNA. DNA is fake, but it was a pretty fun theory because he looked so strange. There is no way that he came out of a normal woman's womb. That was some weird thing. Oh, and Usain Bolt. People theorized Usain Bolt is probably some other result of genetic tinkering, and he's famous for one thing and one thing only, and that's being an athlete. These people that are famous for one thing and one thing only, and oftentimes their gimmick is that they're angry. So that's their two defining features. That's it. Anybody could be good at some skill and have a bad attitude. That doesn't mean they're going to get famous. And sometimes a scandal comes out, like, I don't know, Paula Deen and some N-word business. I'd never looked into it, but I think things like that are an example of some kind of a side detail, a little bit of lore to a fake person you see only on TV and never in real life that makes them seem like a flawed human being, but they don't exist. And people that I know in real life who I went to school with, they would greatly idolize these famous people and want to emulate these famous people and be the latest incarnation of these famous people. And the way they lived their lives, as far as I could see as I went to school with them, was that they got good at a skill, sports or drawing or whatever, and maybe music. I never heard from them again. I don't really know where they went with their endeavors, but they were, as far as I could see, similarly one-dimensional, but then again, I never got to know them very well, so I don't know. But real people are varied. We often have, first of all, cooking is a skill that everyone should have, so you don't need to dedicate your whole life to being a chef unless you want to make a living being a chef. But besides that, cooking is just a skill people should have. It doesn't need to define your very existence. Writing and drawing, these are also skills that people should just have a basic foundation of so that they can write something legible or draw a diagram that communicates and supplements what they're getting at. So you don't need to be some amazing visionary artist to draw an illustration to explain something. You just need to be good enough. And a lot of ordinary people are actually rare because we're living in a world of knockoffs. We have all these different sides to us, our departments. We could probably label ourselves with our main focus, our one true passion thing that we do, being, a cook, an artist, a writer, a musician, a programmer, whatever. But we also do other things. We're not limited to one thing and one thing only. And the impression I get when it comes to famous people who are famous for being in some department like sports or cooking or music is if they have some side thing going on, it's, you know how sometimes superhero characters will have their main superpower, but then they have this obscure side power that's very minor and downplayed, and usually you forget they have it, like Superman can fly and he has great strength, and then we forget he has X-ray vision, so whenever he pulls out the X-ray vision we go, oh yeah, he has that. Yeah, I think that there's something similar going on with these characters that you see on TV that you're supposed to believe are real people. It gets really weird. It just gets so strange. Anyway, this is just a pointless ramble because I'm bored and I have nothing better to do right now.